Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. In today's video we're doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be doing your personal shopping, which is basically where I got you guys to send me what you really need in your makeup kit, your makeup bag on Instagram, and I will give you my recommendations. So I'll give you a quick example. Say if someone said I need a new affordable setting powder, then I can give you my recommendation. And if you are new and you're thinking who on earth is this girl out here giving these recommendations, I've been a makeup artist for nearly 7 years now, and over the years I've done a lot of clients, I've tried a lot of products, and I know what's good and I know what's not good. As I'm approaching my mid-20s, I am getting more and more picky with products, and I am starting to see how products are different on me now that I don't have like 18-year-old skin. I really look after my skin, and I do think that I have good skin. I do feel like when I was younger, more products worked for me then. Maybe it was my skin, I don't know, but as I'm approaching my mid-20s, I have got a lot more picky. So I'm going to be giving you some recommendations today on some products. Some are going to be high-end, some are going to be affordable. It depends what people have asked for, but if it's been unspecified, I am going to try and give both affordable and high-end options as well. So before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. And if you want to get involved in our personal shopping experience today, then keep on watching. So I'm just on my iPad and I'm looking at the story that I posted yesterday, and I have all of your responses here. This is going to be anonymous, so I'm not going to read out people's names or anything like that. I think I'm going to do it in sections where we're going to do face makeup, eye makeup, and then lips, because I feel like the majority of it was face. So the first one is brush to apply foundation round the nose, if that's even a thing. So I don't actually use a specific brush just for round the nose and getting into all those nooks and crannies, but what I would suggest is using something like a fluffy synthetic brush that's made for eyeshadow. I know that certain brushes are labelled as foundation brush, blending brush, lip brush, but you can actually mix and match your brushes for different things, and sometimes a brush that is meant for eyeshadow can actually be used for detail work on the skin as well. I know that I like to use a small blending brush at the moment to concentrate right under my eye here with concealer. It's just because it's smaller and it fits into that area really well, so I would definitely use a blending brush, an eyeshadow blending brush, just around the nose, because you can really get into that area. So the next one is an affordable concealer. Now, I recently tried the Ordinary concealer. If you want to see that review, I will leave it down below. It wasn't even that long ago. That concealer is absolutely amazing. I tried it with a foundation in the video. I liked the concealer, hated the rest of the makeup that I did. I tried it the day after with a different foundation and I absolutely love it. I've been wearing it daily, I'm wearing it right now. I honestly think it's a really good affordable concealer. It is quite a thick consistency, so if you do have dry skin, definitely go in with an eye cream underneath, keep that hydration there. But it is a really good high coverage concealer. You can use a small amount of it, you really don't need to use a lot of it, and it is affordable and you get a good amount of product in there as well. But again, if you do want to see my review on that, I will leave that in the description box below for you. Next one is affordable setting powder. Now, my recommendation for this has to be the HNB Cosmetics setting powder. They have a great shade range for a start. I think it's only about £13.50. Honestly, it's the most affordable powder that I've tried that isn't chunky, powdery rubbish. I think it has such a high-end quality to it, which is why I really like it. And again, you can get it in translucent, literally every shade. The shade range is so good for that. If you are going to go for a setting powder that is a bit more affordable, that one is great, and you get a good amount of product in there as well. It's going to last you quite a long time. I seem to be very picky when it comes to powder, and I think it's because I am so oily that I think a lot of them are absolutely shocking, particularly setting powders. Some of them can literally make or break the makeup, so I am really particular about the setting powders that I use, and I can say that the HNB Cosmetics one is probably the best one that I've tried that is the most affordable. Okay, so the next one is a pore filling primer and a primer that will grip onto foundation. So I think primers can be used for so many different things, and I think a lot of primers are absolutely shocking and don't do anything. I tend to switch or use 2 primers. So I'll go in with a hydrating primer. Even though I am oily, I find that a hydrating primer makes my makeup melt on. It makes my foundation go on so much nicer, and it gives me a dewy look, which is what I like. Even though I am oily, I still like to look glowy, I still like to look fresh. And then I will go in with an oil controlling primer to make sure that everything is in control. One that I've been using recently over the past maybe like week or so since I was sent it is the Mercier Blurring Primer. Now this has no silicone in it, it's silicone free. I personally don't really like those silicone primers. I think they're a waste of time, to be honest. I think they don't do anything, they don't have any benefit for the makeup whatsoever, but I really like that Mercier one. I actually ordered the Perfecting Primer because I didn't know whether the blurring one would have silicone in it, but then they did actually send me the blurring one, which I really like. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So I've been using that, I'm wearing it right now. It's a really good primer, and you can actually physically see it taking that oil away in the T-zone even after I've gone in with a hydrating primer. I personally think it's making my makeup last longer. Everybody's different in terms of their oil production or dryness, so hopefully that one works for you. In terms of affordable, I haven't actually tried many affordable primers for oil controlling that I think are very good. I am actually going to have to try and find some affordable oil controlling primers because I haven't actually tried any that I think are good. The only product that I can think of is the Beauty Bay Day One Moisturiser. That is absolutely beautiful under makeup. It is a moisturiser, but it's for normal to oily skin types, so it really controls that oil throughout the day. Really nice under makeup as well. Affordable foundation, can't find one that works for my skin. So this really depends on skin type, but also you can really manipulate a foundation by the way you prep the skin underneath. So for example, foundations that are sort of like semi-matte, that sort of sit in the middle between dewy and matte, those are the foundations that you can manipulate the most to suit your skin type. So for example, if I was to prep for a dry skin, I'd go in with loads of hydration, probably something like a illuminating primer, not one of those dropper things, but something with a really nice glow to it, and then the foundation, and that's going to look really beautiful on a dry skin. Again, if I was going in on an oily skin, normal moisturiser suitable for oily skin, blurring primer, make sure it's well set and everything like that. So you can manipulate a foundation by the way you prep your skin. An affordable foundation that I'm really loving at the minute is actually the Missguided Beauty one. I know I did an ad with them, but I have mentioned this foundation in videos after this, not involved in the ad whatsoever. I just genuinely like the foundation. In the review, I was like, yeah, this is nice, but then I started wearing this foundation everywhere and I loved how easy it was to apply. It's sort of like a medium buildable foundation, and I think it's only about £12 or something like that. It's really nice. I really struggle with affordable foundations, to be honest. I find that a lot of them are absolutely shocking, but that one is actually a really nice foundation. And I also love the Ordinary Serum foundation. I'm not a massive fan of the coverage one just because I feel like it is so heavy. Maybe if you're dry skin, you might like that foundation because it is quite it has quite a lot of moisture in it, whereas the serum one is really lightweight. It does need to be set down quite a lot though, so just make sure you are setting that foundation down. But those two are my top affordable foundations. Okay, so the next one is Long Lasting Liquid Blush. So I actually have so many favourite products for liquid blush. The one that I'm using at the minute is the PLOUISE base in the shade Pretentious Peach. I also double it up as a little bit of a under eye corrector for me. You only need a tiny little bit. But I've put it like a little bit under my eyes today, and then I'm wearing it as a liquid blush today as well. It's a really nice shade and quite I feel like it will suit a lot of skin tones. You can sheer it out, you only need to use a tiny little bit, but it's a multi-use product as well, so you can use it on the eyes, you can use it on the lips, you can use it on the cheek. I use it as a colour corrector underneath my eyes. So it is a really versatile product, and I love products like that, especially with something like liquid blush. I feel like liquid blush or cream blush is not a product that you're going to get through quickly, so it's good that you can have it as a multi-use product and use it for other things. Another product that I really like for liquid blush is the Nude Sticks Magnetic Lip Paints. So these are actually a lip product, but they work so beautifully as a cream blush. They were my absolute go-to last year. I raved about them so much, and you get a really good value for money on that as well. So those are my two top liquid blush picks. Next one is best foundation to suit most skin types. So again, this is what I touched on earlier. Foundations, something like a semi-matte you can manipulate it to be suited for oily skin and suited for dry skin by the way you prep and set the skin. So the one that I had in my kit, which I found worked nice on most, if not all, skin types, was the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. That foundation is like butter. It's beautiful, it's absolutely fantastic. Fantastic, amazing shade range. The shades in that foundation are brilliant, really love them. So that is a foundation that I like for all skin types. As an affordable option, maybe the Misguided one, definitely not the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I feel like a lot of people won't like that, but I do think NARS Natural Radiant Longwear 100% all day long. Okay, so someone's put concealers, both drugstore and high-end. So obviously my favourite affordable concealer at the moment is the Ordinary one. I am just going to go over a couple of concealers that I am gravitating towards at the minute. I have a lot of favourites. I've used a lot of favourite concealers over the years, and they're really good, but I do tend to rotate quite a lot, and I'm rotating between maybe like 4 concealers at the minute. It's just whatever I pick up in the day. They all work exactly the same, give a really nice finish, but I will go through them with you. So the first one is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have the shade Honey in this, and I've gone for more of a salmon pink tone because it does cancel out dark circles. I've been really loving this when my under eyes are feeling a little bit dry. Obviously we're in the middle of winter now, so if I am feeling particularly dry one day, I am going to be using that one. Another one is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. I feel like this concealer will be good for a lot of skin types, so oily and dry. It has a really nice creamy consistency that sets down and lasts really well, and it just looks beautiful under the eyes. It's got really good coverage as well. I think I wear the shade 3N. I'm not sure, I'll have to double check that. I also love the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. That concealer is like my lover, my ride or die. It's a matte concealer, but it's creamy as well, so it can be used on even like normal to dry. It's such a weird consistency. I've never seen a consistency of concealer like this. It is in a pot, so you do need to apply it with a brush or with a finger, so it doesn't have like an applicator or anything like that. But I really love it. It lasts such a long time in the pot as well. You get so much product because you only need a tiny little bit. It's not thick and cakey, it's super lightweight. It's such a weird consistency. If you tried that concealer, you'll know what I mean. It's just so weird, but it's really beautiful, and I do actually love that concealer so much. I have been dabbling in Tarte Shape Tape at the moment as well. I have been going back to that. Again, a classic, really good full coverage concealer. And then I really like the Ordinary one as well. So they're just some concealers that I've been really loving at the minute. Really impressed with the way that they work, and I just know they're sort of like my safe blanket. So if I know that I'm needing a full coverage concealer that day, those will be my go-to options. Okay, so next one just says cream contour. So I'm going to go through a couple of cream contour options, high-end and drugstore. So for more affordable options, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer is beautiful for cream contour. What I like about this is that because it's quite a matte concealer, it tends to stay in place. I don't like anything too oily for a cream contour because it's meant to be quite shadowy, so something quite matte that's going to stay in place all day is going to work better. So the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer is fantastic. If you're in the UK and you shop on ColourPop quite a lot, or if you're in the US and you have a fantastic access to ColourPop, which I'm very jealous of, the Sol Body, sorry, I'm just reading this off the product, Face and Body Bronzing Balm is absolutely beautiful. It's what I'm wearing today as a cream contour bronzer sort of product. It is beautiful. It melts. You need a tiny amount. It just buffs into the skin, melts into foundation. I feel like this would look really nice on skin with no foundation on as well. I feel like it's one of those products that is really multi-use, and to be honest, it does remind me of a better version of the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, which if you know me, you know I absolutely love that product. I think this is a little bit better. Never thought I'd say that, but honestly, love this. I've been using this so much recently as a cream contour and it's fantastic. NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Mandate. Obviously your shade will differ, but that is again, that's a matte product. It's going to stay in place. It's going to add that shadow. It's not going to be too oily or greasy. And I also love the Nude Sticks Nudies Matte. That product is absolutely brilliant, fantastic. You guys know that I love it. I mainly gravitate towards that in summer just because it's a little bit more, I just feel like it's quick and easy and I can just chuck it on in the summer. Whereas the other products I sort of go for something a little bit more full coverage. Okay, so I think we've done quite a lot of skin and base products there. I am going to move on to eyes and brows and that sort of thing. So we have, someone's just put brow products. So it really depends on what you like your brows to be. If you like a soap brow sort of look, you know, something quite laminated, the Pink Honey Brow Soap is absolutely amazing. It's a really good stay in place product. I do actually have the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, I think it's called, which looks brilliant because it's clear. So, and I've seen people like raving about it and saying it's really nice. So I am actually going to give that a go and let you know. In terms of pencils, if you prefer a pencil, I like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but that is a bit expensive for what it is. PLOUISE Brow Pencil is my absolute fave. That is the smallest brow pencil that I've ever used. It's so tiny. It's really good. The Misguided Brow Pen, if you like sort of like a felt tip, that's a really good one. Really been enjoying using that at the minute. I personally wear a brow powder, so I always use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder in soft brown. It's what I'm wearing right now, and then I've gone through with the Laura Mercier brow gel. In terms of normal clear brow gels, again, the Laura Mercier one is one that I really like. I love the Benefit one, the clear one. I love the, if you can hear kittens running around, I'm really sorry. I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, that's fantastic. And the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel as well. Those are my top brow products. Okay, so we have here affordable eyeshadow palette. So my favourite affordable eyeshadow palettes do actually come from ColourPop. I think for the price, their formulas are the best. I also love Beauty Bay palettes. I think they're absolutely amazing for the price. Those are probably my two go-tos in terms of affordable eyeshadows. Morphe are good, but I feel like they don't have the same consistency that ColourPop and Beauty Bay have in terms of their formulas. So I'm a little bit hesitant to recommend them because I do feel like there is a little bit of like inconsistencies. Same with Makeup Revolution. I've had a couple of good palettes from there, but I think there's so much inconsistency within their palettes that I don't want to recommend. ColourPop, absolutely fantastic, and Beauty Bay own brand eyeshadow palettes are really good too. Okay, the next one is Idiot Proof Lashes and Glue. I personally feel like some lashes are so hard to apply because of the band. I feel like when a band is too thick, it doesn't mold to the eye, and when a band is too thin, it's so hard to stick down. You want somewhere in between where you've got a nice thick band that's going to hold its place, but also flexible enough to adjust to your eye shape. So obviously I know I'm a little bit biased, but my favourite brand of eyelashes is YAZMAE Cosmetics. Obvious reasons, because I have a collaboration with them, which is our YAZMAE Cosmetics and Rebecca Capel makeup lashes. We are coming out with individuals very soon of those three styles. You'll be very pleased to know. But my reasoning for actually recommending them is that they have been my favourite eyelash brand for years, and it was something that I took into consideration as well when I was doing our collaboration, is that the band needed to be thin enough so that it was flexible and moldable to the eye, but also thick enough to hold its structure as well and didn't make anything too messy. So I don't know if any of you have ever tried our lash collaboration. Again, it's what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing the style Capel. But the band itself is so easy to work with. I can literally bend, pop it on, done. And in terms of glue, I love the Duo Dark glue, not the quick set one. We all know I hate the quick set one. But the Duo Dark original I just think is so amazing. But the best way to apply lash glue is probably the technique rather than the glue that you're using. So apply your glue to the lash band, leave that lash, leave it to one side for like 5 minutes, go make a cup of tea or something like that, literally, and then come back and stick it on. Usually where people go wrong with applying lashes is trying to stick the lash on straight away after they've just put the glue on, and the glue is far too wet and just won't stick onto the eye straight away because that glue's not tacky enough. So just try that first and see how you get on. So someone's literally just put mascara. So I've got some affordable options and I've got some high-end options. So affordable option is the Missguided Oh High Lash. That is brilliant. It's what I've been using every day at the minute since I got it. It's a really, really nice mascara, and what I like about it is that, do you know when you get a new mascara and it's so wet and it's so thin and you have to wait a few weeks before you actually like the mascara? This seems to have that really nice thick consistency from the beginning of opening the tube. I really like it. It made my lashes so long. I literally have it on my desk to use every day. Really, really like it. The affordable option is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Feel like you cannot go wrong with that mascara. It's a really good mascara. It's got its reputation for a reason. I don't actually have one with me right now. I might actually get one soon because I really actually like that mascara. And then for affordable options, I love the MAC Giga Black Extended Play Mascara, which is what I wear on my lower lashes only. The wand is so fine so that you can really grip onto those lashes. Really, really amazing product. Deserves more hype. I also really like the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara at the minute. I've never tried it until recently and actually really like it. So those are my mascara picks at the moment. Again, I'm really funny with mascara. I don't like mascaras that transfer underneath the eye or anything like that. Obviously with being oily, I have tried many mascaras that have failed. And again, I am really picky with mascaras. I don't know what it is. I like what I like. Okay, so the next one is an eyeshadow to make hazel eyes pop. So I have hazel eyes. They're somewhere between like a green and a brown. Sometimes they look a bit yellow. I don't really know what's going on. I feel like people with hazel eyes, our eyes tend to change so much. Hazel eyes, purple, purple, purple all day long. Even if you want to wear sort of like a brown eye look, add a little bit of like a purple shimmer on the lid or something, because that will bring out the green in your eye so much. Well, someone's put brown eyeliner, black looks too dark on my eyes. I feel like I am a bit the queen of brown eyeliner. I love brown eyeliner over black any day. To be fair, I've been doing black eyeliner a lot more recently, but brown eyeliner all the way. I completely agree that black eyeliner sometimes can overpower the eyes, but you do want that smokiness there, but you want to put something in the waterline, but you don't want to use black. Brown is the go-to. So affordable options, Morphe eyeliners. They are £4.50, really, really good, amazing shade range. Recommendations are Vibes, LYCHEE. If you want something shimmery, I love the shade Editorial. Linda Holberg Brown Core Crayon if you want something more high-end. Melt Cosmetics eyeliner in the shade... the Melt Cosmetics eyeliner in the shade Filth. Zoeva Graphic Eyes in the shade Glance. And of course, my favourite eyeliner of all time, the ColourPop Cream Gel Liners. I like the shades. They have so many different browns that are so many different names. I can't think of them off the top of the head. I'm going to have to put some on screen for you with some names, but the cream gel liners from ColourPop are really, really nice. Okay, so we're going to move on to lips. Didn't have that many lip questions come in, but we will do them anyway. Someone just put in general, lip products, liner, lipstick and gloss. So my favourite lip liners, as we know, are from Morphe, the normal lip liners. I love the shade Spiffy, Sweet Tea, Bite Me, Makeup Talk. There's so many that I love. I think I actually have a video swatching them all. I'll leave that in the description box. In terms of lipsticks, I don't really tend to wear lipsticks. I tend to wear like a lip liner with a tinted gloss. But my favourite lipsticks are from Charlotte Tilbury and MAC. Those are just what I reach for mainly. And I also love the ColourPop Lippy Sticks as well. In terms of gloss, I am so picky. I'm so picky with gloss because I like a thin formula that has a little bit of a tint, feels like a balm and looks wet like a gloss. So ColourPop Luxe Lip Oils are my absolute go-to. I also love the HNB Cosmetics ones. I love the Lanolips Golden Lip Water Gloss. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I love the Dose of Colours lip glosses. And I also really like Peaches makeup ones, but I don't have any with me at the moment. Alright guys, so that is it for our personal shopping experience today. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and let me know if you do want this to become a regular thing as well. So I did all this over on Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, then come and follow me on there. I'll leave it in my description box. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Obviously all these are just my opinion. It's not like written in the stars or whatever. You might like something that I hate. I might hate something that you like. It's just the way it is. We are all human beings. Makeup is so subjective and so different for everyone, so please take these recommendations with a pinch of salt, but at the same time I do sort of know what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so that's it for the end of this video. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!